Guys, I thought I was done. I promise you, I thought that I was done. But just let's muddle through this one real quick. All right, what is good, beautiful people? Of course, you know who I is, the good doc, Dr. Mike, back again, once again, with another classic video for you guys today. Sincerely hope you're blessed, sincerely hope everything is going well. This ties into the last video, so if you guys have not seen the last video, please make sure you check it out before watching this one. Sorry, I only date white guys, or some shit like that. I titled it some shit like that. If you haven't watched that video, then maybe this video will not make sense, but I was gonna let it go. I said everything that I needed to say in the last video. I was good to go, I promise you. But when you get something as golden as this, it kind of makes you want to piggyback off of what we were talking about, and I hope this is the last one, but if it is not, y'all be alright. Alright, so I want you to know off top, this video is being made before you guys are watching the first video, okay? So any comments or things that you leave down there, this video was being made before those responses. So you're not gonna, this isn't gonna be a response video to comments or anything like that. This is just something that came to my attention before the release date of the video aforementioned. Sorry, I only date white guys, okay? So I got sent this message, and if you guys remember from the first video, spoiler alert, I talked about how most women, when they reject you, at least they're nice about it. Sometimes it's a condescending nice though. Like you can tell when somebody low-key trying to talk shit, but it may not come off that way, but you can tell. And that's the kind of message that I'm gonna read to you guys right now in reference to, you know, Filipino preference, dating white guys, etc, etc. We're gonna get into some other things a little bit later, but right now I want to focus on that. So a friend of mine sent me a message, right? And the young lady said to him, so apparently she's a 31-year-old Filipina, I assume, identity withheld, but in the message that she responded to him, it said, "P-Nice is fond of blondes, I'm sorry," or "P-Nice is fond of blondes, sorry." Now, I'm not one to pick on somebody's English because that's not fair. So we'll over-skip the grammatical errors. We'll skip over the grammatical errors here. But what I'm trying to say is she basically tried to speak up for all Filipinas here, telling that, oh, these are what all Filipinas like. You don't know that already? You don't know that? Filipinos don't like black guys, they like blondes. They like blonde-haired guys. That's what they like. So you have one chick here who seems to be speaking for all of you. If I'm wrong or if she's wrong, let me know. Let me know. But when I saw the message, I was like, what? P-Nice is fond of blondes. Sorry. At least she said sorry. Maybe that sorry was a condescending sorry, but at least she said sorry. But I kind of felt like it was, oh, I'm sorry, Filipinos don't like black guys, they like blonde guys, right? Because, you know, I like to read into the conversation. Now, apparently, before my friend had the chance to make a response to what she said, this is what happened. Read it, baby. Hold on, I gotta find it. "Sorry, this member has blocked you. You can do the same or report below." So you can either block or report her. What does it mean that this member has blocked me? Question mark. It means that he or she does not want you to send messages to him or her. So basically, before he even had a chance to respond, she blocked him. Thought that was funny as hell. And then he sends me this profile picture next. This profile picture is classic. Now, of course, over the face, identity withheld. You know, the good dog. We don't expose hoes over here. But, you know, I do have a level of respect in the way that I conduct my business. But in the next message that you see here, it says, "I'm looking for a serious young Caucasian." Okay? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Like I said, your preferences are your preferences. She said, "I'm looking for a serious young Caucasian." Okay? Now let me read the profile, because the profile to me is what makes this all worth it to me. Let me get to it real quick because I'm slow. Give me a minute. So the profile reads, I'm looking for a serious young Caucasian. That's the tagline for the young lady. So basically, before you even get to her page, you already know what she wants. And that's cool. Like I said, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You already know what she wants, okay? But let me get into what she says. So it says, I'm here to meet guys 25 to 40 years old, dating, friendships, serious relationships, and more. About me. By the way, I'm a simple kind of person. I'm easygoing and a nature lover. We all love nature lovers, right? And I'm a single mom of a 6-year-old boy. Single mama. I am family oriented and God-fearing. I'm here for a serious relationship. Underline this part right here. I am choosy. And I choose Caucasians only. About you. This is what she wants from you guys. Honest, tall, Caucasian, and handsome. Fat or slim, sincere, and responsible. Okay? So, like I said, she didn't just she didn't just say it. She came out and gave you a whole bibliography of what she was looking for, and I love it. And I couldn't resist to make this video, okay? You guys are seeing it. You guys read the message. If you didn't, rewind the video, pause it so that you can read it a little bit. But I'm just telling you, man, it's great. It's crazy, but it's all funny, and it all ties into, sorry, I'm dating white guys only. You know what I'm saying? That particular video. I hope you check that one out, okay? But then we get into something a little bit more interesting. That was just me, shits and giggles, chuckles and shit. I love it. It makes my day to be able to see how a woman, and to my opinion, no disrespect, she wasn't, you know, a supermodel type or anything like that, but it's good to see the preferences that women have for the men that they date. You know, women are allowed to have their preferences and men are too. So that was what was interesting about those particular messages. First one, P9 is into blondes. Sorry. So she's basically speaking up for all of you young ladies out there, all Filipinas. You have that one young lady right there telling everybody that y'all are all into the same type of guy. You are not allowed to like black guys. You are not allowed to date any other race. They gotta be blonde, they gotta be white. But you know what? That is interesting. Let me go back to that for a second. Because she did say P9s like blondes, right? So if I had hair and it was colored blonde, but I was black, does that kind of mean that I have blonde hair so I have a chance? You know, because she didn't specify they like blonde Caucasian males. She just said P9s likes blondes. Sorry, that's what she said, right? So maybe I need to grow some hair and do my Justin Bieber bit, you know what I'm saying, blonde, dye that bitch blonde, and maybe I have a chance. Maybe, just maybe, praying I might have a chance with her. All right, gentlemen, but here's the thing though. Let me get into what is really interesting about this entire thing for myself, okay? This is the one thing that's really gonna be why this video was titled the way that it is. This young lady here in this picture said specifically, no Filipinos. And it took me back. I was like, damn. She said, one more time, no Filipinos. So, in hindsight, she's basically telling you that she has 0% interest in dating a Filipino guy. And she's Filipina. Now, I don't know how I would personally feel if a young lady came up to me who was of my race and said, you know what, I'm not dating black guys. You know what I'm saying? If you hear it from your own race, for some reason it stings a little bit harder. Like, damn girl, like how you just gonna disapprove all of us, right? So for a Filipina to come out and say no Filipinos don't contact me at all, that intrigues the hell out of me. Now, I've had this conversation with my young lady before, and she tells me time and time again that she is not a Filipinos type, right? And to be honest with you, if you see these young Filipina ladies on these dating sites, chances are they're not on these dating sites looking for Filipinos, because why would you need to be on a dating site to find a Filipino when you live in the Philippines amongst Filipinos? Let me say that one more time. Why do you need to be on a dating site to find Filipinos when you live amongst Filipinos, right? So that kind of intrigued me as well. But you know, there have been some women that have been wronged by their own men, and I guess that's why they choose to literally say no Filipinos allowed. I'm not interested in dating Filipinos, even if they are Filipina. Now, I'm not speaking for them, but I'm just kind of going out on a limb and trying to think about how that would make me feel. To be honest with you, if you ask me how I would feel about that, that shit would kind of sting a little bit. If, like I said, if a young African-American lady came up to me and said, or if I was trying to talk to her, of course, let's make that, let me put that into the hypothetical. If I was actually trying to talk to her, if she came up to me and said, sorry, I don't date black guys, you'd be like, what the fuck? You know, it would turn my face up a little bit. Like, I'd be like, what the hell does that mean? You don't date black guys, but you're black? You know, so that was kind of what triggered me to make this video. I don't know how it would make you feel. I mean, but in that particular instance, it may make me feel a little bit different, but ultimately, same rules apply as the video that I previously put out. Same rules will always apply, but wow, she literally told these guys, no Filipinos allowed. Like I said, some have been wronged by Filipinos and it kind of makes them feel a certain kind of way. Most of the time on dating sites, they're not really actually seeking or actively seeking Filipino men, so that may be the reason why. But ultimately, when I read that, I was like, wow, she really said that. That's why I bring it to the audience. How would you feel? That's what I'm gonna ask you before I drop this mic. How would you feel if a woman of your ethnic background, whatever it may be, Caucasian, African American, African, Norwegian, whatever you come from, Filipino, whatever, how would you feel if they came out and blatantly told you, nah, you're not allowed to talk to me, or nah, I don't want to talk to you. Even if we come from the same ethnic background, I don't want to talk to you. Kind of seems a bit tough, just a little bit. But I want to know how you guys feel about it. Alright, I'm going to leave it at that. This should be the last video that I make in this series, but I wanted to get it off my chest, alright? So with that being said, the good doc is officially out. At least nako paalam, which means we are going now. Bye-bye. As always, love you guys. Mga kita. Mabuhay. Peace.